I really never touch the songs or anything backstage. I'll just be like, I'll picking left hand. So just so I don't have to, if I'm thinking about my fingers, then I'm not doing the right thing, I don't think, you know. So the real shows, you're not like, the best shows, you're really just not thinking. And the shows where you're not warmed up, your chops aren't there, those are the shows where you're just kind of like, oh, I gotta really think about this, and those are the ones where you can really, really get in your own head and just think really negative things about yourself while you're playing, and that's not a productive thing, you know. And but that's like, to push yourself on your instrument, you gotta have a certain level of insanity, but at the same time, you don't ever want to take that on stage. And of course it happens, you know, but it's not a good show never comes out of that. A good show never comes from being like, man, I suck while you're playing. And there's definitely times when you're thinking that when you're playing. It's like you play something, it's like, man, I'm the worst right now, literally the worst. And that's not the proper attitude. Even if you play something wrong, a lot of our best jams have come from really shaky beginnings. Like we'll start, and I'm like, man, I don't know what's happening. We're all on a different page, and then together we find something. And by the end of the jam, I was like, yes, you know, that was an actual improvisation where and you know, it started shaky, but having the presence of mind to be like, no, this is going to be good. That's where the best stuff comes from sometimes, you know. So if you lose, if you're like, oh, this is bad, and then you just think that it's bad, it's never going to get good. But it's like, all right, where is this going? And then you can, Jeff can go do a little fill, and I jump on that fill, then John jumps on that fill, and that's all we needed. Or something like that. That's all we needed. And
so
then
jump start.
Yeah, exactly. All it takes is just wait. Who has an idea? Who hasn't? And then something, and then you can just go from there, and then you can really uncover some cool stuff.
Yeah, it's a thing called compounding errors. It's you know,
oh yeah.
Like one thing goes wrong, and then you're like, oh shit, that really sucked. And then while you're thinking that, the next thing goes wrong. Oh man, what's wrong with me? I've been playing for this long.
Yeah.
How can I let both of those things just happen? And now another thing just happened. And you know, and it just keeps on going on. You know, and it's you know, one of the cool things about being in this kind of project that I've learned over the years is how to combat that. You know, it doesn't always work. Sometimes you still fall victim to it, but it's a thing that helps you out just in your day-to-day life anyway. Just realizing that's, you know, your brain tells yourself stories all the time. You know, and especially when you're trying to play this kind of music, it's very easy to be down on yourself, and you know, your brain could go to that dark place, and you could just say, well, that's just a function of the mind. The mind just does that. We're all self-critical to varying extents.
Self-sabotage.
Exactly, it does that. And if you can acknowledge your brain as just doing what the brain does, it sometimes just does that. And then you just don't invest in it so much. And then you keep on going on. And then usually if we can do that, we'll have a good jam.
Yeah.
At some point we'll pick up on something cool, and the jam will reach that climax, you know, that pinnacle.
Yeah, one thing that's been a good exercise for me personally has been if like something happens that surprises you in a bad way, or you make a mistake or something, it's like, how quickly can you stop thinking about that kind of thing? It's like, you know, I meant to hit this symbol and I hit this symbol, or I did this or whatever. It's like you can forget about it in like the very next instant, or you can think about it for the next 5 seconds, or you can think about it for the next 30 seconds, and sometimes you catch yourself thinking about it for way too long and then you miss all this other music. So it's a good exercise to, like, if you make a mistake, just kind of how quickly can you completely erase that from your mind and be just present in the next note and everything ahead of that, and just, you know, move completely past it.